Treehouse of Horror 28 is the 4th episode of season 29, as well as the 28th episode of the series. Now, I never cover the opening sequences, but I feel like for this episode I'm going to, as it's pretty epic. In the CGI short The Sweet Hereafter, on Halloween night in Springfield, animated Candy comes to life in front of a house. Butterfinger worries about being taken first, but Marge Bar reassures him, mentioning he's always the last. Homer mistakenly calls him Butterfinger instead of Barterfinger. Apple Lisa realizes kids avoid apples, fearing razor blades. Marge Bar suggests caramel for Lisa, who finds it dull. Shauna reaches for candy, but Homer cleverly lets Senior Mints get taken instead. When asked, Homer says he's going to heaven. As Shauna eats them, Senior Mints panics at her cigarette breath. The following day, as the homeowners remove Halloween decorations, the candy bowl is nearly empty, with only the Simpson family left. After the bowl is placed on a high shelf, a chocolate Easter bunny, feeling forgotten, sadly questions his lack of appeal. Homer comforts him, takes a piece of the bunny's ears, and eats it despite Marge Bar's objections. Apple Lisa can't bear the bunny suffering, so Homer eats its mouth to silence it. The Exorcist. In a parody of The Exorcist, a Pazuzu statue from a pre-Christian temple in Iraq arrives at the Simpson home after Homer mistakes it for pizza on Amazon. Homer, possessed, sings the Pazuzu lullaby to Maggie. The statue is placed across from her crib, and as soon as Homer leaves, Pazuzu promptly possesses Maggie. During a cocktail party downstairs, Marge sees possessed Maggie causing trouble. She kills Helen Lovejoy, and after locking everyone indoors, reveals Dr. Hibbert's infidelity before killing him. Ned Flanders informs the Simpsons that Maggie needs an exorcism, but is killed while trying to restrain her. Homer and Marge restrain possessed Maggie with Bible ribbons as her head turns 360 degrees. An Irish Catholic priest arrives, tests Pazuzu's power, and successfully exorcises the demon from Maggie. However, Pazuzu then possesses Bart, and the Pazuzu regrets it, noting Bart has the evilest soul he's ever seen. Bart asks Pazuzu to grow him some horns. Later, Pazuzu extends the horns through Homer's nose. Homer, discomfited, hopes the horns will excuse him from jury duty. However, he's later shown on a jury with a dismembered horn still through his nose, shouting "Doe." Cora Lisa. Parodying Caroline, Maggie, still influenced by Pazuzu, violently vomits at the dinner table. In Lisa's room, Snowball guides her through a secret tunnel to an alternate family with button eyes. Initially intrigued, Lisa panics when they reveal their plan to sew buttons on her eyes. Her perspective changes after Homer kills a snake with Lisa's saxophone. Days later, the family notices Lisa's absence. Homer casually suggests that Maggie gets Lisa's clothes, belongings, and Bart gets Lisa's homework. Hearing this, Bart flees through the door, entering the alternate reality. Marge and Homer then follow. In a confrontation, Homer accidentally kills alternate Bart, leading to alternate Homer injuring himself while seeking revenge with scissors. Irritated, alternate Marge transforms into a spider-like creature to attack Homer. Seizing the opportunity, Homer brings the surviving alternate family members home, with his alternate counterpart handling the parent-teacher meetings and alternate Marge managing chores and house security. Lisa, accepting the situation, acknowledges it could have been worse. Homer. Lisa warns of the upcoming disgusting content, and the episode unfolds with Homer alone at home. As the family goes on vacation with Patty and Selma, Homer eats all his food, leaving only vegetables. In a mishap involving Santa's little helper, he loses a frozen hot dog, accidentally cutting off his finger. Then he decides to eat it. Discovering the taste of how much he loves his cooked finger, Homer becomes obsessed, rejecting regular food, especially when he's invited to lunch by Flanders. He then starts creatively cannibalizing himself, cooking parts of his body as a lazy alternative to go into the grocery store before his family returns. Discovering Homer's self-cannibalism, Marge takes him to an addiction counselor. Mario Battelli persuades Homer to cook his remaining body parts as ingredients for Chez Homer and other Springfield restaurants. In heaven, Homer discusses the phenomenon of people eating parts of their bodies with Jesus. Meanwhile, Springfield residents have become cannibals. If you want to see another Treehouse of Horror episode, then click this video right here.